Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to create Google Calendar event from Microsoft Outlook. So here in this case I want whenever a new event is created in my Outlook calendar, automatically that same event should be created in my Google Calendar too. So to create this automation, I need to connect these applications using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So here Pabbly Connect works on two principles, that are trigger and action. So here our trigger application will be Microsoft Office 365 and our action application will be Google Calendar. So to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So here you can see my Outlook calendar, and here in this case I want whenever a new event is created in my Outlook calendar, automatically that same event should be created in my Google Calendar as well. So here to build this connection, I need to connect my Outlook calendar with my Google Calendar. And here to build this connection, I'm going to use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. This is the homepage of Pabbly Connect, and you can visit this page by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect. Here you can see two options, that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to connect my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, I'm going to click on this create workflow button that is given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as create Google Calendar event from Microsoft Outlook. And here I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select your folder as per your need. Also you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder, you can click on this learn more link. And by doing this, it will take you to our forum window. So this is our forum window, and here you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder in Pabbly Connect. So moving back to our dashboard, and now here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow with the name Create Google Calendar Event from Microsoft Outlook. And here you can see two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. So trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as Microsoft Office 365 and my trigger event as new calendar event, so that whenever a new event is created in my Outlook calendar, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response. And now to connect my Microsoft Office 365 with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Microsoft Office 365 account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Microsoft Office 365. Here it is asking me for some permissions. So here I'm going to give the access to Pabbly by clicking on this accept button, as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and now here it is asking me to select my calendar. So for that, let me take you back to my Outlook calendar. And here you can see I'm going to create a new event in my calendar named as calendar. So moving back to Pabbly window, and here I'm going to select my calendar as calendar. And here after selecting our desired calendar, what we are going to do is that we are going to create a new event in our Outlook calendar. So for that, let me take you back to my calendar. And here I'm going to create a new event for 27th June. So here I'm going to give a title to my event, that would be meet and greet. And here I'm going to select the start time, that would be 9:30, and my end time as 11. So here I've selected the time, and now I'm going to add a description for my event, meet and greet event with other companies. So here I've added a description for this event, and now I'm going to click on this save. And here you can see we have successfully created a new event for 27th June. So now let's go back to our Pabbly window. And now after creating a new event, I'm going to click on the save and send test request. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the event details such as the subject as meet and greet, start date, time, and some other details such as end date, time, and the description for the event. So with this we have successfully set up our trigger. Now let's move to action step. And here I'm going to select my action application as Google Calendar and my action event as create an event, so that whenever a new event is created in my Outlook calendar, automatically that same event should be created in my Google Calendar too. And now to connect my Google Calendar with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Again, here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Calendar account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account. And then here I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and now here it is asking me to select the calendar. So for that, let me take you back to my Google Calendar. And here in my Google Calendar, you can see I have created some calendars with different name. So here in this case, I'm going to select the calendar that is named as new events, so that whenever a new event is created in my Outlook calendar, automatically that same event should be created in my new events calendar. So moving back to Pabbly window, and here I'm going to select my calendar as new events. So now here after selecting this calendar, moving forward, so now here it is asking me for title and description. So here instead of entering these details manually, here I will map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I will map the data from the response I have received in my trigger. Mapping makes our text dynamic so that whenever a new calendar event is created in my Outlook calendar, automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here I'm going to map the title. Moving forward, here I'm going to map a description. Moving forward, here this location is not a required field, so here I'm going to leave it blank. But if you want to add the location, then you can do it as per your need. And now here I'm going to map the start date time. Here I'm going to map the end date time. Moving forward, here for the time zone, I'm going to select the time zone as ETC UTC. Moving forward, here for the visibility, I'm going to select public. And again, this guest and event recurrence rule is not a required field, so here I'm going to leave them blank. But if you want to add any other detail, then you can do it as per your need. And now here after adding all the required data, here I'm going to click on the save and send test request. And here you can see we have received a successful response. So now let's go and check our Google Calendar. And here you can see we have successfully created a new event on 27th June with the title as meet and greet and the starting time as 9:30 AM. So with this, we have successfully set up our automation. Now let's test our automation to check whether it is working or not. So to test our automation, we are going to perform a real-time example, and for that, let me take you back to my Outlook calendar. So here in my Outlook calendar, I'm going to create a new event for 29th June. And here I'm going to add a title for my event that would be Know About Automation. And here I'm going to select a start time that would be 10 AM and the end time as 12 PM. And then here I'm going to add a description for my event that would be Learn About New Automations. And after adding this description, here I'm going to click on this save. And here you can see we have successfully created a new event for Saturday 29th June. So now let's go and check our Google Calendar. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here you can see after refreshing also we haven't created a new event for 29th June in our Google Calendar. That is because here the Microsoft Office 365 is a polling based application. That means it will capture the new response in next 10 minutes. So now here let's wait for some time. So now here it's been some time. So now let's go and check our Google Calendar. And here you can see we have successfully created a new event for the 29th June with the title as Know About Automations and start time as 10 AM and ending time as 12 PM. So with this, we have successfully tested our automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken our trigger as Microsoft Office 365 and action as Google Calendar, so that whenever a new event is created in our Outlook calendar, automatically that same event should be created in our Google Calendar as well. If you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can contact us on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can contact us on www.pabbly.com. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.